Well, look, from a quarterback perspective, I don't think the Rams.
Hey there, everybody, it's your boy, coming at you with no introduction. But before I get started into the video, comment, like, share, subscribe, notification bell on top of the video or the YouTube channel itself or the thumbs up, and please comment in the comment section below, so that's most important. But before I get started into this video, thank you very much for being a subscriber, old and new. Newcomers or old comers, whatever you are, thanks for subscribing. I thank you very much. I'm well over 200 now of subscribers. I thank you very much again. Now, here come the new, here come Mr. Irrelevant. The Rams getting ready to pick the last and final pick of the 2023 NFL Draft, which is now coming to an end. It's been an end for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles picked they last and final pick at round 7, and I'll discuss that later into the video. Right now, it's going to Mr. Irrelevant. Give me a few minutes.
Some D-line and trying to figure this out. All right, last pick of the draft. Here we go. That's Kansas City.
Listen very closely.
Thank you, Kansas City and the National Football League, for the great weekend. We've been having a blast. 48 years ago, my father, Paul Salata, who played in the National Football League, started the Mr. Irrelevant organization to honor the last player selected. He felt that it was irrelevant whether you were selected first or last, and it was
One girl in
honored to
that
be
green,
drafted
fine,
at all.
boy. Ooh,
And we
wait.
still believe that.
She is really fine.
So we
That girl in
look
that green
forward
dress.
to bringing the next.
Very, very
All
nice.
right, underdogs. Yeah.
Well, anyway, enough of that. Mr.
We look
Irrelevant
forward to
about to get
bringing
picked
the
right
next
here
Mr. Irrelevant
by the
out to
Rams
Newport Beach,
at number 7,
California, and celebrate
round
that.
7,
And the final
the
pick in the
59th
draft,
pick overall.
with the 259th
59th.
pick in the 2023 National Football League Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Desjuan Johnson, a defensive tackle from Toledo.
So
Their name
this
is
is a really fun
Dish.
pick because
His name is
he
Desjuan Johnson,
Aaron Donald,
defensive end,
guy, right, but extremely powerful.
from Toledo,
I said in my scouting report,
6'2".
he's as tough as it gets to the point of attack.
I think I saw
and is
6'2",
consistently able to battle
50
fend
or
off
60
blockers
pounds,
who are much
somewhere up
bigger.
in
He plays
there.
with excellent leverage and contact balance. It is almost never on the ground. Arms are short and the mass is a little below average for an interior player. A lot of the qualities that Aaron Donald has, now I'm just saying qualities, obviously not Aaron Donald, but he plays extremely physically for his size, plays much bigger than his listed weight. So what happens is the Rams may be less likely to try to pack a bunch of weight on him and say, here, you got to get 305 instead of 285. They may say, no,
Yeah, he
we've
was
seen it work
285.
before at a smaller weight, so they may do that.
No, they want to go 305.
A wrap here. Just one other context note here. 12 quarterbacks taken in the first 5 rounds. 14 total quarterbacks in this draft. Most since 2016. We can talk about all the picks that we did and all the analysis. I got to tell you, you guys were terrific. Our crew here, all the hours, you guys in control. Jonathan Massey with the Nugs, Nug City all day. But in all sincerity, we did like, what, 15, 16 hours of live programming around this draft. You guys were terrific, and appreciate you guys watching.
All right. Officially over with. The NFL draft has come to a close. And now, let's get to the Eagles picks. Now, I'm showing this book one last time. Because now the draft is now officially done. This book here, it can go into the vaults or the rest of my other books that I have. It's going to the vaults right here. So that's the last time you see this. All right. Now, onto the Eagles picks. Wow. The Eagles had a pretty good draft. They really have. They were able to they garnered some extra picks, and some of the extra picks they traded away to other NFL teams for either future compensation or to remain into the draft as we currently stand. Howie Roseman and the entire draft staff in the war room, they gone. They were showing it on the video on TV a few minutes ago before Mr. Irrelevant was picked up. They gone. They all stood up, clapped their hands, shook hands, gave the thumbs up, gave dap, and they all left. They showed them all. They showed a few of them leaving out of the war room when they picked their last and final pick in the seventh round of the NFL draft. So now let's go ahead and get started with the Eagles pick. The Eagles have a total of, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Eagles have a total of 7 picks. But of the 7 picks, they had close to 12 picks, including the ones that they picked up from other teams and used it to either move up or to move down, or like I said, or moved on for future draft conversation for next year. So we're gonna start with Jalen Carter. Now, Jalen Carter was the guy that a lot of people had issues and question marks about. I particularly like this pick. A lot of Eagle fans does as well, because this guy is a cornerstone defensive tackle for the Eagles. This guy can play inside and outside on both spots, and he also been used in the future to drop into coverage and to rush the pass while in coverage. You know what I'm saying? So he has a lot of versatility in that big 6'3.5" frame of his. You know what I'm saying? And so he's gonna line up with Jordan Davis, who the Eagles drafted last year from the University of Georgia, and this guy is the University of Georgia product as well. And so these two guys gonna get together and they're gonna mesh and renew their friendship and get to going. Now, since it's officially over with and done, you know what I'm saying? And so, Jalen Carter, number 1 pick overall, not number 1 pick, first round pick, number 9th overall by the Philadelphia Eagles. Second pick, they used the 30th pick. A lot of people thought the Eagles were going to use the 30th pick to either go up or go down with the pick, but majority of the people were thinking that they were going to go down and garner extra picks with the 30th pick, but they weren't able to. I think they tried to. From sources, they said the Eagles tried to drop out of the 30th pick, you know what I'm saying, and get a second round pick. I think another second round pick and some more picks along the way, but they weren't able to. No team didn't bite. So they put at 30th, and they picked up Nolan Smith, the outside edge rusher from the University of Georgia, another University of Georgia product. You know what I'm saying? And this guy is damn good. He reminds you a lot of Hakeem Reddick. So this guy brings a lot of versatility. He also can play inside, but he can rush. He only can rush from the inside and rush from the outside. So his versatility is going to come, and he was considered to be a top 10 pick. If not for they said he had an ankle injury, and the ankle injury slowed the process of him being drafted, in the top 10 overall. But he fell to the Eagles faithfully at number 30, and I think that was beautiful. Because now we got 2 Georgia products, a total of 4. Now, with the second round pick, they picked, they traded a second round pick and dropped to the 3rd, and then they picked up University of Alabama offensive tackle Tyler Steen. That's who they picked. Offensive tackle, University of Georgia. This guy has ability. He's very athletic. He also can play right tackle or left tackle, but I think he was drafted to play right tackle. So Lane Johnson probably going to show him how to play, because Lane Johnson recently signed a new 2-year contract, 2-year $30 million contract, and I think 20 million of that is guaranteed. So a lot of people think that Lane Johnson going to play 2 more years with the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's why it's very important for the Eagles to win another Super Bowl before he does retire. And so Tyler Steen has the ability to be that future right tackle that's gonna be vacated pretty soon by Lane Johnson. So I think that's a good adequate pick there. So I'm gonna give a grade on all these draft picks after I announce and give my output on them. The other guy they drafted, the 3rd round, they had 2 third-round picks. The other 3rd-round pick they drafted Sidney Brown, supposed to be the best safety in the draft. I think he's 6 feet, I believe, 215 or 220 pounds, so long been there. This guy's supposed to be known as a hitter. So I haven't seen much footage on this particular guy, but from what I've been heard, but from hearing from sources, he's supposed to be the best safety in this draft class. And a lot of Eagles organization, they were surprised that he fell this low. He was considered to be a second round draft pick, but he got him in the third round, so that's a bargain deal there. Now this is the other Georgia product that a lot of us hoping to pick up, and they did. This is Kelly Ringo, cornerback, and this guy is 6'2", 215 pounds, I believe, from what I've seen on his reports. He had good adequate speed and size, so they have another so to have a future corner who's probably going to pair with Darius Slay. Because Slay and Bradbury are probably going to show him the ropes along with a lot of other defensive backs. So he has a lot to process. But if you think about it, all the Georgia products came from an NFL style defense. Carter, Nolan Smith, and Kelly Ringo. These guys came from an NFL style defense. So it shouldn't be too much for him to learn the ropes when he get to the NFL. I mean, the speed is gonna be a little quicker. Gonna be much faster. You know what I'm saying? But it should be no problem. Once he does know the position, he should be ready to roll. Probably halfway through the season, or maybe during the preseason, because he might get some preseason action. So we see how that works with him. Then they drafted quarterback Tanner McKee. Now that's a question mark there. Now maybe the Eagles drafted this guy because they did sign Marcus Mariota to a 1-year, $5 million contract. And I think $3 million that is guaranteed to him. Maybe drafting Mariota was signing Mariota was a smart move, which it was. But now you have a quarterback who probably can be a third stringer, who can learn behind Mariota and learn the ropes how to be an NFL style quarterback. Because this guy is 6'6". He's tall. He's an extremely tall quarterback. So, and they say he has some mobility. Now, I haven't watched this guy or haven't seen any footage of him, so I wouldn't really know what he actually does. So I might have to go back and do some research and find out how fast this guy actually is. Because they say he has the ability to diagnose plays at the point of the call on the line, and now from what I've seen on the NFL draft, he has a quick arms. He has a strong live arm, and he has the ability to get rid of the ball before he gets hit or gets sacked at the point. So Tanner McKee is a question mark with that people, but we'll see how that go. And like I said, I'm gonna give a grade on all these picks in the near future. And last and final pick, the Eagles drafted this guy in the 7th round. His name is defensive tackle Moro Ojomo. I'm thinking he's Nigerian. And this guy is 6'2", 6'3" defensive tackle, and he can play all 3 spots from the inside. From what I've seen the footage on TV, he can play outside and inside. So he has some versatility on the line. So for him to play, we're gonna see how that works out for him to play. So now let's get my overall grade on each player, and then get the grade overall. Jaden Carter, automatic, A+. Nolan Smith, A+. Tyler Steen, I give that a B, because the fact is, we're not exactly sure when Lane going to retire and when he's going to take over. Now, if he takes over and do what as Lane did, then that B is going to rise from a B to a B. From a B to an A- to an A+. Sidney Brown, we did need a safety. That's an A-. Kelly Ringo, A-. Tanner McKee, I'm gonna give that a C. And the reason why I give that a C, a flat C, no minus, no plus, because I don't think we need a quarterback this point in the draft. I think the 6th round pick could have been used on a running back, but then we do got a running back via trade, and I'm gonna discuss that later in this video as well, after I get through with the draft picks. Tanner McKee, to me, he gets a C. I'm gonna give him a flat out C, because like I said, I'm not quite sure if we need a quarterback there. We probably could have used the 6th round pick on any other position. We could have used it on another defensive back. We could have used it on another offensive tackle or a linebacker. The Eagles didn't draft no linebacker in this draft alone. So that's a question mark there. And last but not least, Moro or Jomo. I give that one a C plus because this guy can play. He can play all four spots on a defensive line position from what I've seen, like I said in the video. But overall grade, I'm gonna give this a plus. Overall grade A plus because none of these guys they picked went C minus the lowest I went, and none of these guys they picked up are D or below. So I give it an A plus. And this is actually a great draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. It wasn't much of a need because next year the Eagles gonna have. They giving away two picks for next year. They had a total of 12 picks, so the Eagles might have a total of 10 picks in next year's draft unless other players leave and they get more compensation. But the compensation is gonna fall the following year, not next year, the following year after next year. So we'll see how that goes. Now, for how many picks we're gonna have now, I have to find out more about that, and I'll probably give some more detail on that in the near future. Now, let's get to the draft and get to the trade. The Eagles traded for Deontay. They get Deontay Swift, or I could be wrong on the name, but all I know his name is Swift. Running back from he's also a Georgia product, but he's from the Detroit Lions. The Lions traded him away because they already got they drafted a running back in this first round pick here, and they also had another running back from previous. So the Eagles told the Lions got two running backs, so that made Swift expendable. So the Eagles gave away, I think, a 4th round pick in next year's draft, which is what I'm talking about in the video, and they gave away a pick in this year's draft for him, for Swift. So I think I think the Eagles did pretty good, and getting a veteran established running back was actually wonderful. Now he probably going to do a whole lot better behind our offensive line than he did when he put in Detroit. Don't get me wrong, the Detroit is an up-and-coming franchise. Matter of fact, they should be damn good this season coming. So we'll see how that works out for it then. But overall, man, this draft was great. As you can see, I got my Eagle jersey on, representing the Birds. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is the final video for the NFL draft. And so now we can put all this to rest. Because between now and tomorrow, going into the weekend, going to the week, there's going to be a lot of draft talk about who the Eagles picked up as far as free agent via trade or during this NFL draft that just now come and went. They're now showing repeats here of the first round, and they're probably going to show all this here the rest of between today and tomorrow. So I'm actually glad it's officially over with. You know what I'm saying? I made about 3 videos prior to making this one, and they are on YouTube. So if you guys want to go to YouTube, go to my YouTube channel and watch the video that I made. I think I posted 2 videos there. One about the running back that Smith, and no, maybe 3. Should be one about the running back with the trade from Detroit. I think I did one on Devontae. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm saying Devontae. I think I did one on Nolan Smith, and I think I did one on Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? But the other guys, I didn't make a video on because it wasn't no surprise. It just that the first round pick, both first round picks were more important, and then the Smith boy from Detroit. Those are 3 videos that I got before I made this one. So if you guys want to go see the video, go ahead and check it out. And 3 of them, and 2 of them, then 3, 1, 2, yeah, 3 prior to this one. So man, this draft was wild, and And I said in a recent video before I made the last two that this is probably gonna be the most scariest draft in the NFL because you had some talent, but it wasn't much talent. I think according to analysts, they said from 1 to 15 where your talent was. If you draft from 15 and higher, you got your talent. And that's what that was all about. And then anything after 15, it's talent, but to say the least, it wasn't that much of a talent. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, man, I'm glad we had that top 10, that top 10 pick from the New Orleans Saints because you all know there will not be another. It will never get another top 10 pick in the near future. Maybe 5 or 6 years from now, maybe we may have a top 15 pick, but for right now, this year we had a top 10 pick. We wasn't supposed to have a top 10 pick, but we got that pick via the New Orleans Saints. We asked for to pass that 30. Now the Eagles probably could have used that 30th pick and moved up to the 10 to do it, but they didn't do that. They stayed that 10 pick. They stayed at 30, but the luxury of having the 10th pick is what the reason why they didn't do any sudden moves. You know what I'm saying? So, but next year though, pending on the playoffs, pending the seeding, the Eagles will have another first round pick in next year's draft, but it won't be nowhere near close to 10. It won't be nowhere near close to 20 come next year. Because next year it's gonna be something else, and it's supposed to be a better quarterback class in next year's draft. I think next year it's gonna be the talent pool of quarterbacks and a talent pool of offensive linemen. Probably. I think offensive linemen and quarterback it could be the top of next year's class because from what I've been told, a bunch of offensive linemen could be coming out. Centers, guards, and left and right tackles. You know what I'm saying? So, and quarterbacks, I think it'll be about five to 10 quarterbacks coming out in next year's draft, and I'm quite sure 4 or 5 of them are considered to be first round draft picks. But we see how that go, and it could depend on the analysts and what they say about next year's draft pick. But we do know that quarterbacks and offensive linemen will be the class of 2024 NFL draft next year. So the Eagles might get themselves an offensive lineman in next year's draft to take over in case this guy here, the Eagles drafted in later rounds, don't work out. So we see how that go. Because we all know the Eagles love bringing in players and they like building from the trenches, which means offensive line, defensive line. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get a linebacker in this year's draft, but now comes the rookie free agents. The guys who didn't get picked are free to sign with any team. So I'm hoping the Eagles can even get 10 to 12 rookie free agents signed, and I hope one of them guys, I hope they sign 1 or 2 linebackers. But that'll be another video. And when that video comes out, I mean when that list finally come out, who the Eagles sign after free agency, after the draft, I'll bring a video on that for you guys. So anyway, you guys enjoy your Saturday. This is me, the Almighty Green Talons. The NFL Draft 2023 and come to a close. So, without any further ado, you guys enjoy your Saturday. Comment section below. And I am out of here.